Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the Midwest Industries PartSmart web system. The PartSmart system is organized into 5 tabs. Each tab represents a different method of entry into the system. We'll discuss each tab starting with the Model tab. The Model tab provides the ability to search for ShoreStation, ShoreLander, or ShoreLander OEM models. The model search criteria allows you to change how the search is performed. Selecting begins with will search the PartSmart system for models that begin with text you type in the search form. For example, typing in the text SSV40 and clicking on search will return all of the models that begin with the text SSV40. Selecting contains will search the PartSmart system for models that contain the text typed into the search form. For example, if you type in the text 40120 and click on search, you'll return all of the models in the PartSmart system that contain the text 40120. Clicking on a model will load its details into the model details frame. This frame contains a list of images, illustrated parts list, and specifications for the selected model. Literature is available in the Literature tab of the Model Details frame. Note that this tab is red when literature is available for the selected model. The Parts tab enables you to search for parts in the system. The same search criteria are available for part searches. Parts can be found by searching for a part number, a description, or both. For example, if I am looking for a part with the word pulley in the description, I perform the search by changing the criteria to contains and typing in the text pulley in the description form. When I click on search, PartSmart returns a list of parts containing the word pulley in the description. If I click on one of these pulleys, I will get a list of models and their illustrated parts list that contain that part. Clicking on an illustrated parts list in this list will open the illustrated parts list viewer. The corresponding reference balloon will be highlighted in the illustration. Clicking on this balloon will drop the parts list down to that part number. The Product Line tab allows you to explore the product line organization within PartSmart. This is the slowest method of finding models, but is useful if the exact model number or part of a model number is not known. Note that when a model is found and clicked on in the Product Line browser, the same model details frame is loaded. The Literature tab allows you to search for published literature within the PartSmart system. For example, if I am looking for an owner's guide, I could search for all the literature that contains the word owner in its title. The PartSmart system returns a list of all the published literature in the system with the word owner. Clicking on it will open that piece of literature in your PDF viewer. The Specification tab allows you to search for models based on specifications. For example, if I know a lift's capacity is 3,000 pounds, I can search for lifts with a load capacity specification of 3,000 pounds by typing 3,000 in the search form for load capacity and clicking on search. It returns a list of models meeting that specification. Notice when I click on the model details form is loaded with illustrated parts lists and specifications for that model. You now know how to find models and parts within PartSmart. Once a model is found, illustrated parts list can be viewed in the illustrated parts list viewer. This viewer is opened up when you click on an illustrated parts list. In this example, I've found 3 models that begin with the term SSV4120. Clicking on the SSV4120 EDS model found opens up the illustrated parts list for that model in the model details frame. If I click on the leg lift arm assembly, it will open up the illustrated parts list viewer for that assembly. The IPL viewer consists of a list of IPLs for the model, the illustration, and the parts list for that illustration. You can open other IPLs for this model by clicking on them in the left-hand list. The viewer icons allow you to zoom in, zoom out, see a full-size image, sharpen edges, invert the colors of the image, rotate the image, view the image information, reset the image back to the original, toggle on the hotspot locations, and print. The illustrations have links between the reference balloon in the illustration and the parts list below. These links are called hotspots. Hotspots make it easy to quickly find the correct part number for a part in the illustration. Once you find the part you're looking for, you can click on the Add to Pick List button to add it to a pick list for later use. In this case, I'm adding a roller chain and a sprocket to my pick list by clicking on the Add to Pick List button. You can click on the Go to Pick List then to see the running list of parts that you added to it. Notice the arrows in the leftmost column of the parts list. These supersession arrows indicate that the part has been superseded or supersedes another part. Click on this arrow to get information about the part supersession. For example, the winch case part number 69394 has a right-leaning arrow indicating that this part number has been superseded. When I click on this arrow, I get a list of part numbers that supersede this part. Note that this part number is superseded by the same part number with a color code on the end of it. When I find this part, I can click on the Add to Pick List icon to add this component to the pick list. This has been an introduction to Midwest Industries PartSmart system. Thank you for your time.